Alright guys, welcome back to the track. We've got the BADAD here, Wednesday Night Drags. We got to turn down a little bit because the track prep isn't the best, but this is going to be the perfect chance for us to see what the benefits are of different PSIs on our tires. So, as you guys know, we're running the NTO5Rs, 315, 35, 20s, all the way around. Right now, my daily driving PSI is right around 40 to 38 PSI. What we're going to do is we're going to give you guys 5 different examples of how the different PSI levels improve or maybe negatively impact our final times. Mostly the 60 foots. The end of the track, that could change as it cools down slightly. It's still 90 degrees out right now. I don't expect there to be many changes. But our first step is going to be 38 PSI, followed by 34 PSI, 30 PSI, 26 PSI, and then lastly 22 PSI. Primarily we're talking about to the rear tires with the 30-70 split, but I'll also be lowering the tire pressure along the way in the fronts as well. 37.9, it's right there where we need it to be. As long as we get clean passes, each pass we're gonna lower the PSI a little bit. What I've noticed personally is with the higher PSI, I get a little bit of wheel hop, so I'm doing this for you guys out of love. I'm not nervous because I've got my Overkill Renegade axles from G-Force on there. The rest of my B-Woody suspension, it'll handle it. But there is a little wheel hop with the higher PSI because I'm not getting the proper traction. Once I get down to around 24, I'm noticing better traction. Last time I was at the track, I put it down to 20.
Drivers lanes 1 and 2, please sit up. Drivers in lanes 1 and 2, please sit up.
And it was absolutely horrible. When you leave, the truck wants to kick left, right. So I've already established that below 22 is too low. So from 22 up to 38, which is the best for us, we're gonna find out.
Ready for that? You got to tell them to back out. So you pointed back out of this.
I want that smoke.
After our first pass, I can definitely tell you that 38 PSI is not the business of the track.
Motorcycles to the staging lane.
I was all over the place fighting it. I was all the way down at the 660, still fighting it. And then even as I'm slowing down, I'm starting to wave and wonder a little bit. The biggest thing that we learned with that is with this tire pressure, there's definitely not enough contact patch, and we have way too much power. Even with the car turned down, the track the way it is tonight, it definitely can't handle that. So you can axe out like we already knew. 38 PSI is not the business. It's okay on the street, driving while you need to get it, but on the track, that's not the business. And if we want to take advantage of these actual tires, we're gonna have to air them down. So for our next one, we're gonna do 34 PSI. On down there. I think at 34 PSI, it's still going to be a little bit too much. I know a couple guys on the forums that race at 34 PSI, so that's why we're going to try it and see how it goes. That was 34 PSI. The car was more stable, still bad 60 foot, we're still the 1.6s. Track prep is horrible tonight, but at the same time, midway down the track, it felt 10 times better and a lot safer. So we're gonna air this down real quick and get moved up and go from there and try it at 30 PSI.
10.5 at 130.
All right, so that pass was exponentially better than the passes before. To go from 10.8 to 10.5, pick up 3 miles an hour, almost 4 miles an hour in the 8th alone, just off of tire pressure. I've been in the same lane all day, same tune all day. Nothing has changed. I'm gonna continue to try and stay in that right lane while we get the runs. Right now, 30 PSI is definitely the sweet spot. The fronts are at 26. I'm putting the backs at 26 now. I probably won't do the fronts lower than 26, mainly because when the car actually rocks and transitions to the rear, the fronts come up a little bit. And I'm worried if I air it out too much, I don't have enough contact patch. And I feel like 30 was a sweet spot, so 26 is probably pushing it, so we're gonna leave it right there. I already got in trouble putting the tires way too low at the last events. The truck jumps left, jumps right. Feels very stable right now. So I'm thinking this is a sweet point, maybe at 26, 24. I'm thinking once I get it down to 22, we might get back into it being a little bit too squirrely, a little soft. So we're gonna find out. Alright guys, so we learned a little bit something in our entire test. There is a such thing as too little tire pressure. Now why does that happen? Well, we're dealing with a vehicle that's over 5,000 pounds. We're also dealing with tires that are 35 series. We're running 315, 35, 20 Nitto NT05Rs as of the time of this video. Now when you have a vehicle this heavy and you don't have any type of air pressure there to be able to hold the vehicle, then at that point, once the vehicle squats and that cushion drops, I'm literally spinning my rim inside of the tire, and because of that, I don't actually have any forward momentum. That affects not only my 60-foot time, but when it does grab, it's going to send you launching in any direction that grabs first, and that can be very unsafe if you're not confident in driving yourself out of that situation. Now, I've dealt with it myself just in the testing, but I'm very confident, very sure with my vehicle, and fortunately, I have avoided the wall a couple times. Now, what is the best setup? we can conclude 28 to 26 psi in the fronts, 26, 24 psi in the rears are the optimal settings for this range of drag radial for the Trackhawk. Now, you don't have to take my word for it, but I will say as of the time of this video, I currently hold the world record for the 60-foot times. You could take it with a grain of salt if you want to, but that time is not only against nitrous trucks, built motors, bigger blowers, but also vehicles running lightweight brakes, custom 17-inch wheels, and big meaty MTR, MT Street R drag radials, and what have you. I currently hold that record and did so with the bone stock wheels, stock block, stock blower, stock brakes, and some old dusty drag radials that I have over 8,000 miles on it. You guys have seen watching our channel, over 100 passes on that, and a couple burnout competitions as well. Victory. So we've put in a lot of time to learn that, and there's no reason for you guys to have to go out there and relearn it. I know people who are usually at the top like to keep that stuff to themselves. Records are meant to be broken, and I'm here to help you guys do that. So I think as anything else, I'm an enthusiast. You know, I am a shop owner as well, but more than anything else, I really just want to give back to the community and allow you guys to get out there and show these guys that the Trackhawks are not to be played with. So take all this into consideration. We're going to have more how-to, more, I guess, setup videos. I know there's a few other people who have posted and made those videos. Some of the information I found is it's okay, but there's a lot of information that we found, as you guys have seen. As the saying goes, we put the track in Trackhawk. So we literally lived at the track this entire summer and have more passes on this truck than most people will have the entire ownership of their vehicle. And we did that so that we could test these different setups, we could test these different products, and then we could come here and talk to you guys and give you an honest, unbiased, true representation of exactly what you guys can look forward to when modifying, racing, or generally enjoying your Trackhawk. So I'm tired. It's been a long night. Hopefully you guys were able to learn something from that information. Feel free to comment in the section below. Let us know if there's anything else you guys would like for us to cover. What other aspects of ownership of the Trackhawk, or even as that extends on to the Hellcats, Red Eyes, Demons, whatever it may be, what other kind of information would you guys like for us to cover? Would you like for us to test out so that you guys can have that information to be able to enjoy? Let us know. Comment below, like the video, subscribe. We definitely appreciate the support that you guys have given us and helping us to grow the channel. And we're going to keep on doing this. Regardless, we're going to keep on doing this and making sure that you guys have up-to-date information with the latest and greatest that there is available for you guys. So, shout out for the rest of the crew, the rest of the Overkill Everything crew. We've got a lot of content coming. We've got our SEMA trip. Look forward to seeing that. We have some other good news of our possible record-breaking run with our Trackhawk. The BADAD just might be a lot faster than some people thought it was. So stay tuned, watch the videos, and enjoy. And forever and always, overkill everything. Peace. Share the video, hit that bell for the next video coming up. We have a lot of content, including our trip to SEMA. So you guys, make sure you guys sit around and give us some leadway, or I guess you could say, all right, we'll cut that one. So you're watching this, Justin. So go back to where I'm talking about you guys sitting down, and then we'll cut that jump cut. All right, so we'll jump all the way back to the subscribe and all that part. I'll add that. All right, so